This is Toss Talk, where it's all about yard games, having fun, and what it takes to create social entertainment. With your host and creator, Kelvin, on Toss Tunes Radio.
Hey, what is up? And welcome back to another episode of Toss Talk. And today we are playing Bomba. Yes, this game is not an official baseball game, but it takes a new take on baseball. And I'm considering it being the new wiffle ball. This game needs to be added to your backyard gaming experience. As always, links are in the show notes. Go to the website, check out the Instagram, do your research. But as soon as you see a couple of videos, you're going to be like, oh my God, I need to play this game. So I have the owner, Brett, on the line. So let's get into this chat.
Hey.
Hey, Brett, what's going on?
Nothing much. How about you?
I'm good, man. Good to finally be chatting with you.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Yeah, let's get into this a little bit. I'm very excited to actually be chatting with you about your game because there's not really that many like baseball style games out there. So when I came across your game, I was like, oh, this is dope. But where are you from and how'd you get everything started? Let's get into it.
Yeah, so I'm from Seattle, and kind of how we got things going is in 2017 I went to Mexico, and there I decided to create Bomba. I was in a place called Mérida, and it's right outside of Cancun.
Okay.
And and so it was there where I learned a game that was kind of similar to Bomba, the game that I created, but it was invented by the ancient Mayan people, and so it has similar mechanics as my game does, but that gave me the inspiration to create Bomba, my game. And when I got back from Mexico, I was there for about 2 years, and when I got back from there, I decided to try to bring it to the U.S. and kind of put my own spin on things. So yeah.
That is actually really cool. That's like an entrepreneurial brain working right there. I see a lot of other, businesses that are in other locations, and yeah, that's a true like insight just to see it and bring it somewhere else where it's not. Cause I mean, it's nice to, spread games like that. So that's a good insight you got right there.
Yeah, for sure.
So when did this all start? Like, and who's all in the business with you?
Yeah, so I went to Mexico in 2017, as I said that, but I didn't actually learn the game until 2018.
Okay.
And then I got back to the U.S. and started going to college in 2019, 2020-ish, and that's when I started the game. I had the idea, and my dad kind of helped me get started with kind of finances and stuff. So it's been kind of him and me working together to do some prototypes with the sets that we're making, and kind of refining the rules and stuff, because we did change a couple of things from the game that I learned from Mexico. But right now it's kind of just me working on the marketing, the production of the sets and everything.
Okay, nice. Little one-man band happening.
Yeah.
Is there any significance with the name that you picked?
Yeah, so the game I learned in Mexico, it's called Bomba.
Oh, okay.
That's where I kind of decided my name, because the second word is Bomba, and that's how you kind of pronounce it in English. And so I decided to just take that and use that as my name.
Nice, I like it. Got a good meaning, and it sounds good. I like it. I mean, I feel like that can be some good brand recognition for you. So it's a good choice.
Yeah, for sure.
So looking at the game now that it's pretty much like the finished product, like what version are you on from like the original concept that you had?
Yeah, so for the set itself, I probably went through 4 or 5 different prototypes where I finally landed on the one that I actually like and I think works best for the game. As for the rules, we're probably on 3 or 4 different revisions. I had a bunch of buddies come over every time I'd make a revision, and we'd replay the game, and we talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, what we wanted to change, what can make it better. And by that, we have the final product now, which was basically the 4th revision on the rules and the prototype, or on the set itself.
That's cool. Did you have fun doing all the revisions? I know sometimes it could be a little bit of a daunting task, but you're creating a game, so you should be having fun doing it.
Yeah, it was definitely fun, definitely different. I'm going to school for marketing, and so it's definitely not up my alley to do all these revisions and stuff, but it was fun to kind of figure things out and solve some problems.
Very cool. I haven't got the game in front of me or seen it or touched it, but what exactly is it like made of? Is it wood or plastic or?
Yeah, so we make the set out of wood. We have a plastic piece that sits right on the launcher, so it rotates. But basically, the entire thing's made out of wood, and then we got these plastic balls that we use and 6 cones, and then a wood bat as well. That's about 1 foot long. So
very cool. My follow-up question: so, how do you play the game?
Yeah, great question. So, you have the ball launcher, so it's basically a mini catapult, if you want to envision that, and it sits right in front of you. And you have 3 cones at a diagonal angle from the launcher, so it's kind of like the baseball diamond, but the cones make up that. And the furthest cone is 50 feet from the launcher, the middle one is 35 feet, and the first one is 20 feet. And a ball rests right on the ball launcher that's sitting right in front of you, and with your foot, you stomp down on it, which launches the ball up, and then you hit that with a bat. So it's very similar to baseball, but the biggest twist is you pitch the ball to yourself, which makes it easier and more engaging for all ages. When you hit the ball, you run to a cone on either side, it doesn't matter, and you're trying to get back to the launcher. You're trying to touch a cone and get back to the launcher before the defense can get the ball back to the launcher. So it's kind of a race.
Oh, okay. And do you have to touch all 3 or just any cone?
Yeah, so great question. So you only touch one, but the further you go out, the more points you score. So if you touch the cone that's 50 feet away, you're going to score 30 points. But if you only go to the first cone, then that's only 10 points.
I get it. Yeah, that's what I was envisioning. And are you playing just like individually against everybody else in their score, or are you doing it as a team? Yeah,
good question. So it's always team, because you can go 2v2, 3v3, or 4v4. Once you get up to 5v5, it's difficult. It can still be done, but it's less engaging than what we want. But you always play on a team, because on the defense, if you catch the ball, if you pick up the ball, you're not allowed to move with the ball. So you need to pass it to your teammates in order to get the ball back to the launcher in the quickest and most efficient way.
Okay. And just a little bit more, like, how are you actually getting the person out, or like switching sides?
Yeah, so just like baseball, if you catch the ball, you get an out. But in actually this game, you get 2 outs if you catch the ball. And then if the ball rolls on the ground and you pick it up, if you throw it to your teammates and end up throwing the ball and it hits the launcher before the runner is able to touch a cone and get back to the launcher, then it's an out. So
I get it. Nice.
Yeah, kind of similar to baseball, 3 outs and you switch sides. Another different rule is you get 2 strikes and you're out. So because you're pitching to yourself, you get less strikes, I guess.
Yeah, I hear you. And what score are you playing to?
Yeah, play to 100. And then the other team always gets a chance to try to beat your score or match that score.
Nice. And what were the scores of the other cone? You said the first one was 30. What are the other ones count as?
Yeah, so the third cone is 30. If you go to the first one, it's 30 points. If you go to the second one, it's 20 points, and the first cone is 10 points. And so the game can go super quick. It can be a 5-minute game if one team is just really good. It can also last for 20, 25 minutes if there's a lot of defense in play.
I like it, man. I like it. I love, like, you know, a yard game version of like an actual like sport. It just, you know, you can have like training, you can just, you know, just make things more fun, more engaging, and you learn like different skills. And the pitching it to yourself, I was just like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, this is awesome. I would have tried this.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great.
That's good. So good job on that, man. Alright, guys, I hope you're enjoying the show so far. We'll be right back after this short break. Hey, have you heard of soccer golf? Well, now you can play it in your own backyard because there is a company making your own soccer golf set where you can set up any type of hole you want and walk around playing your own version of the game. No going to a golf course to actually try and play. It is like the backyard version of disc golf. So, links are in the show notes. Use promo code FULLSEND, all caps, FULLSEND, and receive 15% off your purchase of a soccer golf set. I highly recommend this game because not only is it aesthetically pleasing, it's just a dope game to play. So check it out. Links are in the show notes. Enjoy. Hey, what's up, guys? Quick question. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? Seriously, think about it. What are you passionate about? Do you know all the little subtle nuances that go on in the show, The Breaking Bad? Yeah, it was old, but you could still debate about it. Or do you want to talk about how daylight savings time should not exist anymore? Well, whatever you want to talk about, podcast it. And Anchor is making podcasting easy for everyone. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free. Did you hear that? Everything? No, not everything you need. For free. Did you hear for free? Yes. You can use it right from your phone or from your computer. You can edit and create and distribute and even take interviews all in the Anchor app. Anchor gives you all the distribution channels. You do not have to actually go to Spotify and be like, hey, pretty please, play my podcast. It's really good. No. Anchor is like, hey, it's already out there. But you can be on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many, many more. All over the Anchor app. You can easily make money, record it, get paid with no minimum listenership. So, download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and get started. That is Anchor, ANCHOR.FM, and get started today. Do it. You won't regret it. Talk about what you love. All right, so welcome back. Let's get back into this chat. So where are you getting the games manufactured? Or are you still like building them yourself?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, we're still making them ourselves. I have all the machinery in my garage right now, and I make all the bats. I make all the sets together. We buy all the wood and the plastic pieces, and they get shipped to our house, and then I make them. I paint them. I make sure they're looking good, and quality control is there because I look at every set that we ship out, and so make sure that all of them look great.
Nice, man. And I know that could be tough. I mean, I'm an entrepreneur myself, and I like to do a lot of things myself, but actually creating something and getting it out there. Are you getting like really good feedback on the product?
Yeah, we're getting a ton of good feedback. Our mission is to unite friends and family, so we're really focused on the friends and family aspect, and families love it because it's engaging, it's durable. They love how the set looks, and it's just a great set to get.
That's good. Yeah, I'm also like one of a big fan of like wooden games because I feel, I mean, not only can you like recycle it, but at the same fact, it just looks a little like, I don't know, just looks a little better to me when you have like a nice wooden yard game.
Yeah, for sure.
So when people see your game like for the first time or you're introducing it to people, what are some like common misconceptions that they'll say about it or think about it before they actually play?
Yeah, I think the number one misconception that people have is that the game is baseball or super similar to baseball. I myself,
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of playing baseball just because it's not as engaging as other sports.
I hear you.
I definitely played it as like a kid. I played 6-7 years of Little League baseball, but this game is way more engaging and way more fun for friends and family, and I love it. And I'd say the biggest misconception is that people that the people that play it are only people that love baseball, which isn't necessarily true.
Yeah, I mean, that is not true because just by looking at it and seeing like some of your videos, I can already tell that it's definitely a different game, different than like wiffle ball too.
Yeah.
That I could be more engaging, and how you can have like a 2-on-2, so you don't need like a ton of people out there to play. And yeah, it's just something different, and this definitely could be like taking over, the new wiffle ball type deal. So I like it.
Totally.
So you say you're into marketing also. What's your current marketing strategy right now? Are you kind of trying to ramp it up, leave it down, or are you just trying to see how customers engage with it?
Yeah, so our current marketing strategy, we're definitely utilizing email marketing. We're trying to create our email list bigger. We're also on a lot of social media platforms. So we're on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest, YouTube, LinkedIn.
Yep.
And we're running ads on those. And what we really want to start trying is partnering with companies, and kind of we help them, they help us to grow our companies. This last week, we just partnered with Rollers. I think you might have interviewed them a couple months ago or weeks ago. I can't remember how long ago, but yeah, we partnered with them and did a free giveaway. We do free giveaways every month to help keep our followers engaged and people wanting to come back.
Yeah, Matt with Rollers, we do a lot of business together, so he's definitely a good one to partner with, and he's been in the yard game industry for a long time, so yeah, he's probably reached out to more people than I have.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. Well, that's good, man. I love this game, and I will definitely be promoting it a lot. But let's get into some random questions so the listeners can get to know the man behind the product a little bit more.
Sounds good.
All right. So, first question: hot dogs or nachos?
Got to go with hot dogs for sure.
Yeah, that's classic. I like a good hot dog.
Yeah, especially at a baseball game, you can't deny it.
Yeah. Second question: what is your favorite backyard game to play besides yours, of course?
Besides mine, I think I would have to go with spike ball. I love it. It's intense, engaging, and I think it's a great game. I think they're coming out with a good amount of new products too, so you can always change it up, play in the water, play at night and stuff. So I think I love spike ball.
Yeah, spike ball is good, and for me, like seeing games come up, and especially a company like that where you kind of think like they're just like a one product company, and kind of see them expand is actually a good like model for everybody else to kind of follow. So yeah, I love some spike ball. Question number 3: if you had to get rid of a yard game or sport, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think I'd probably, I know there's like giant Yahtzee out there. I think it's a fun game. I think the only negative is I can't really control the outcome because there's like not a lot of skill. You're just rolling dice. So I might get rid of that. But in all reality, I love all yard games and sports out there.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I actually haven't played like the giant dice game, like actually like the way the rules intend.
Yeah.
Ended up playing like some other random dice game just with big dice.
That's hilarious.
Well, question number 4 is a baseball question, but I'm gonna switch it up for you.
Yeah.
Name a hobby that you no longer do anymore.
Name a hobby that I no longer do anymore. I would say I'd probably have to go with. I mean, I guess if you qualify sports as hobbies, I'd probably go with bowling. Bowling. I used to go bowling pretty frequently. I was pretty into that during my high school years, and I ended up bowling like a 211 once, and that's the highest I ever got. So I don't think I could ever go back to bowling because I don't think I'll be able to beat that score.
Oh man, I love some bowling too. I have my own bowling ball and bowling shoes, but I actually do need to go bowling some more. I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, no, I love bowling.
Yeah, my parents were like grew up and they're in bowling leagues and stuff like that, and yeah,
Oh, there you go.
Definitely fun.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, last question here. What's your most interesting place that you traveled?
So I think I'd probably have to say Merida, Mexico, where I learned the game because
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
there
gonna
for
say
2 years.
that.
So I visited a ton of cities there. Got to learn about the culture and the language. I'm fluent in Spanish now because I
Nice.
was there for so long. And yeah, it was just a great experience.
How do you say yard games in Spanish?
Ooh, yard games. Probably juegos de césped, which is like grass games. I don't know the word for yard, but
Yeah.
that's probably the best I could get you.
I like it. Everything sounds sexy in Spanish. I love it.
There you go.
uh, well, that's good for the random questions. Thanks for playing. Think
Yeah,
got some good answers there. I like it.
for sure.
uh so now that you're kind of well into the business and everything, looking back, what would you say was like your best resource or like something that you found that was really helpful to you when starting the business?
Yeah, I think it's just the people that I'm surrounded by. They really motivated me. I came up with the idea, and I kind of just threw it out there as a joke one day, and I told my parents, and they're like, "All right, let's do it." And I also told my wife. I got married 4 months ago, and I think she's just been a great support to me and keeping me motivated and keeping me going.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, networking, especially with people right around you, and just getting that honest feedback from people right around you is it's definitely always good when you're starting that business. But yeah, that's a good source.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you currently excited about coming up for the business? I know we're all in COVID times right now, but is there anything new coming on, or what are you up to?
Yeah, we have some ideas for like expanding the business and coming out with new products. But I think the most exciting thing personally for me is just getting this game out there and seeing families become united, especially during COVID, because it's such a hard time for everyone in different aspects of their lives. But I think I'm most excited for families to be able to play this game and enjoy it and have quality time with the people they love.
I love that. Yeah, that's a nice goal to be looking forward to. And as I always say, like I come across a lot of games, but seeing this game, I'm just like, this definitely needs to be seen by a bunch of different people. This needs to take over wiffle ball. I'm gonna be sharing it. I'm gonna start making some memes about it right away. Like,
Yeah, I appreciate
I'm,
that.
I'm stoked on this, man.
Thanks.
So last question for you. As a yard game entrepreneur, what is like your quote or mantra that you're living by that gets you excited and gets you ready to sell Bomba every single day?
Yeah, I think it would have to be learn from your experiences. That's what I live by. A lot of the things that I've tried work. A lot of the things that I've tried don't work, and so you just really have to go for it. Try a bunch of different things because you'll never know if it'll work or if it won't work if you don't try it. So that's probably what I live by.
Yeah, I like it. Learn from your experiences. I mean, yeah, if you're not learning, you're gonna, repeat the same mistakes, and you don't want to be doing that. Got to move forward.
Yeah, totally agree.
Oh man, well, Brett, I'm like I said, I'm excited about your game. I'm ready to share even more about it, and I'm just excited to see where your business goes. And I'm here to support any kind of help or anything you need. Don't be afraid to reach out.
Cool, awesome. Thank you so much, and thanks for having me.
Of course, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Hey,
Later.
see ya.
that was Brett, owner and operator of the game Bomba. Yes, this is a new take on baseball, wiffle ball. It's its own game. It is its own game that is, like we talked about. You can play 2-on-2, you can play 4-on-4, and it's just another game to add to your backyard gaming experience. And as always, links are in the show notes. We have a promo code for you down there, and you guys need to check this game out. Look it up, share it, make sure you share it. They're on all the social media channels, and I will have more fun things coming up for you, so keep tuning in. Peace.